When I was about 20 years old, I'd take the bus from my home in the West End to the subway heading into downtown Toronto to attend school and work. About twice a week at the bus stop, I'd meet an elderly couple. They must have been in their 70s or 80s and often held hands. After several early morning casual chats, our conversations got deeper. They once disclosed that they had been married for over 50 years. I asked them what the secret was to such a long marriage. Simultaneously, they said one word: talking. That word percolated in my brain, and I realized that good communication is the foundation for all good relationships, marriage even more so. Good communication doesn't mean just talking. It requires listening and understanding with respect. I've been married for more than 3 decades, and I am certainly no expert on marriage. But when my YouTube friend, Yenny Morales, invited me to collaborate with her on her series regarding marriage, I was excited to participate in a subject where I felt I could offer some insight based on my own experience. Jenny's channel, like her, is beautiful and filled with the incredible wisdom of taking life on its own terms, celebrating slowness, finding joy in family, and offering a space for peace and healing. We all need healing at different times in our lives. I encourage you to subscribe to Jenny's channel as she unfolds her story and brings joy to all of us with coffee, love, and Jesus, and her beautiful marriage. My own 3 decades of marriage have taught my husband and I a lot about us as individuals and us as a couple. There is great beauty and joy in togetherness, in belonging, in navigating the fair weather and even the terrifying storms. But it takes work. It doesn't come easy, and it is absolutely worth it. Marriage, I would say, is like a garden. Maybe because I love gardening, I see many parallels. With excitement and anticipation, we build a plan and develop a vision of what it will look like. The plan is important. It allows us to sow the seeds we know will grow into what will sustain us and beautify our lives. There is so much truth to the biblical phrase, you reap what you sow. And what you sow, you must nurture. Just as a garden needs the appropriate amount of sunshine, water, and air, the needs of a marriage must be fulfilled. The needs of your spouse must be tended with care. And like different plants in the garden, each will grow at its own pace, requiring a different ratio of necessary ingredients applied daily. Perhaps moving some things around, acknowledging different seasons, and tending to things as they blossom. Marriages, like gardens, take time and energy. It won't be perfect. There are many tests on a marriage. Building a life, raising children, our individual histories and perspectives, illness and death of loved ones take their toll on all marriages. We too have been tested in extraordinary ways that, looking back, it seems unfathomable that we survived. Often damage comes from external forces. Bunnies will eat your roses.
How could you? How could you eat my roses?
And cutter bees will take chunks out of your leaves. But if you continue to nurture and nourish with care and perseverance, the rewards will come. There will also be friends along the way and inspiration to push you along to blossom and grow. There are times when you will have to prune your marriage just like you must prune your lilac tree. Pruning means removing branches that are dead or not serving you well. It means letting go of old resentments and talking through difficult feelings. It is about asking for clarity and reminding the other about your needs, exposing your vulnerabilities and shedding light on your own insecurities. If you haven't pruned for a long time, then there may be a lot of work to do. But eventually, you open things up, giving light and air where needed, and good future growth is then inevitable. As you nurture this garden of marriage, you will also notice the weeds that grow in between the beautiful flowers. Weeding is essential on an ongoing basis. It ensures that the very thing you are nurturing isn't suffocated by the insidious ugliness that can easily creep in and take hold. And as you weed and prune, tend and nourish, you'll notice the evolution towards beauty and joy within yourself and within your union. In creating this video, I asked my husband what he thinks makes a good marriage. Being the practical man that he is, he said, and I'm quoting, "The joining of two people as one, people respecting each other, spending time together, kindness, having similar interests and values, similar needs, shared activities, time, and talking. Lots of talking," he said. Funny how talking was the same word used by the old couple at the bus stop. This summer, we turn a page towards a new phase in our lives. Our daughter is getting married. In a long phone conversation with her this morning, I asked her what her and her fiancé were up to last night. She said they had a quiet evening at home. They spent hours just talking. I think they're off to a great start, sowing the seeds for their own garden. And we're so excited to nurture them and watch them grow as we now move towards harvest. Thank you for watching, and I wish you immense joy and nourishment in your own marriage and garden.